Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you could make it back here. So today I'm going to take you through a abs and core workout because I feel that some people could use a little bit of help with knowing how to do this effectively, time-wise and training-wise and food-wise. So a lot of people also seem to overcomplicate trying to get that six-pack look that we're all after. And it is in fact not as difficult as you think, as long as you've got determination and you're ready to commit. So number one, the food's got to be right. Number two, the training's got to be right, and you've got to have the right mentality for it. So I think that with the food, as long as you're in a slight deficit, that should be enough. I mean, you can take it to the extreme, but as we know, when you're losing body fat, you lose that throughout your whole body. You can't just target one specific area of the body, such as the core, for example. You know, you're thinking, I'm going to eat this food and I'm going to target the core to lose my body fat there. It doesn't work like that. The body fat will drop off your whole body, okay? So you've got to implement the right training at that point as well. So being a slight deficit, get the training right, and with the training I'm going to take you through this workout and I'm going to explain the most effective and simple exercises that are going to benefit you the most in getting your core and your abs to pop as much as possible. By simple, I don't mean they're going to be simple. They're going to be probably a little bit difficult, but they are more of the old school version of training abs. There's a lot of niche workouts and exercises out there that may not be quite as effective as some of the old school ones. So don't overcomplicate things. So I'm going to take you through that in a moment. I'm going to have a bit of breakfast, then we're going to head to the gym. It's nice and early. It's freezing cold outside, so I want to warm up pretty quickly. So I will catch you guys in the gym in just a moment. Hi guys, so we've made it to the gym and we're going to start with the ab rollout. So this is quite an old school one of my favorites, as I've mentioned before in one of my previous videos, and this is going to target your full core, deep muscle tissue, and it's going to help with your obliques and your lower back as well. And it is quite a difficult one, so if you're struggling with this one, don't roll too far forward and then increase going further each time you try until you make it the whole way horizontal and can come back. Then you should be able to flow nicely, but it is a difficult one and it is very effective, so don't overcomplicate it. So we want to be doing about 3 sets of 10 to 16, something like that I would aim for, and then you're good to go. So that's the ab wheel rollout. Brilliant for your posture and stability as well. But let's move on to the next one now. Hi guys, we're going to jump into the second exercise now. So this is going to be the hanging leg raise, and this is probably one of the most difficult ones, but it is also one of the most effective ones, and this is got to be another favorite of mine. If you do struggle with a hanging leg raise, I would recommend just doing your knee ups instead until you can move into the leg raise itself comfortably without swinging back and forth too much. So this is going to target your lower abs mainly. It's going to target your lower back, your hip flexors, and it's going to improve your grip strength as well. So let's do a few sets. Once again, we want to be aiming for about 3 sets of about 10 to 12 reps if you can. Right guys, let's jump into the third ab exercise here. So we're going to use a weighted cable crunch. So you can use the bear grips or you can use a normal rope attachment. You can face the pulley or face away from the pulley, whatever suits you best and what feels better for you. This is going to be targeting the whole core here. It's always going to be working complete tension throughout the whole exercise, which is absolutely amazing. So let's jump into it. Once again, 3 sets of about 12 to 16, whatever suits you. It's really got to hurt, though. It's got to pinch at the end. And as you can see, that is holding constant tension throughout the whole exercise. Right, exercise number 4, guys. So we're going to jump into a reverse ab crunch, and we're going to do a decline as well. So it's going to target your lower abs. It's also going to help with your hip flexors and lower back. And it's just an overall difficult but great ab workout. Also targeting the obliques, actually, which I forgot to mention. So overall, it's just fantastic. And it's one of the least complicated exercises there is. It's a crunch, basically, but you're just adding a bit more difficulty to it. So 3 sets of about 10 to 12 reps is a good portion to go for. And with this exercise here, what you really want to watch out for is the coming back down. That is what you want to regulate and slow down as much as you can. And you're really going to feel that emphasis on your core. And for a 5th ab exercise, guys, we're going to do a V crunch. So I'm going to use a bit of weight for this as well. You don't have to, but I feel like I need to do a little bit more weighted ab work lately. So going to implement a little bit of weight. So V crunch is essentially, you're going to be lying on the ground horizontal and you're going to be coming together to make a V. So you're going to be crunching together and then the weight's just going to add a little bit more tension on your core. So it's going to work your whole core as well. It's a all-round great core and ab exercise, and that's why I recommend this one. I know a lot of people are into doing planks and things like that, which are good, but I feel like the time you spent just planking, sitting still there, you could be working the muscles a little bit harder with exercises like this. So there you have it, guys. Those were 5 exercises that I would recommend to train your abs and your core with that are really going to help emphasize that six-pack look that you're after. However, as I mentioned with point number 1, you're not going to be able to pull this off without the right nutrition. It is vital that you have a good nutrition and food plan that is going to work hand in hand with training your abs and obliques like this. Because if you're not eating correctly, it doesn't matter how often you train your abs and how you train them, they're not going to show, they're not going to pop. So you have to be in a slight deficit at least. Obviously, don't go to the extreme, there's no need to. We're going to be losing body fat all over our body, consistently and slowly. That is the best way, and you're going to be building muscle on your abs very slowly and gradually, and it's going to make them pop while you're losing your body fat. That's going to make them come out a little bit more. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. So clean up your nutrition if it's not already, and then just consistently train your abs 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week. It's a bit excessive, but I wouldn't, I would probably say about 3 times is plenty. A couple of weighted ab sessions perhaps as well, especially for somebody like me. I need to add a bit more depth, so I'm implementing 2 weighted ab sessions and a body weight ab session. But if you feel like you've got genetically quite deep abs anyhow, then perhaps do 2 body weight, 1 weighted ab session a week. It's completely up to you and how you feel is required for your body at the moment. But other than that, you also want to take into account that the type of foods that you're eating, that they are relatively clean, because you could be in a deficit, but you could be eating not that great sort of types of calories. So I'm meaning sat fats, monounsaturated fats, etc. It all adds up, and then you're going to build up more visceral fat, which is going to be more fat around your organs, which is not healthy at all. So I would really recommend as well to try and keep your foods pretty damn clean during this process to try and carve your abs. It's not easy, I know, but if you're consistent and you stick at it for a long enough period, it will come. Okay, and the problem is it can go pretty quick as well. So if you find that medium balance, that happy balance where you can just continue it throughout most of the year, I'm not saying be in a deficit most of the year, but just try and balance it out. So even when you're not in a deficit, you will perhaps even be able to see your 6-pack just underneath a little layer of fat. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, because if you're doing it consecutively and consistently for a very long period of time, I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, it is going to still be visible under a few layers of fat, basically. And that is the point that I'm trying to make. It's all about dedication. It's all about keeping it consistent, keeping it going. And whether it's freezing cold, it's too hot, whatever, there's always an excuse. Just trying and make your time for exercise and working out for the gym and your goals. So I'll leave it at that for now, guys. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I hope it helped a little bit with understanding how effective some of these exercises are. Like I say, they're some of my personal favorites, and I would like you to try these definitely, because they are so good and they're not complicated. As I mentioned, there's a lot of niche ab exercises out there that look fantastic, but they're not necessarily going to be as beneficial as some of these ones that I've mentioned. And yeah, just don't overcomplicate things, and sometimes the easier looking exercises will benefit you more, but they will actually probably feel a little bit more difficult when you're doing them. Anyhow, see you guys in the next video. Hope it helped, and I will catch you very soon. Take it easy.